Assalamu alaikum, friend of faith, all praise be to Allah, the Lord of hosts. Shalawat and greetings poured out to our Prophet Muhammad, his family, and his companions. Every man will yearn for a righteous wife, because this woman will be the life companion and mother of our children in the future. Considering the role of women as wives is not light. Generally, women also have strengths and abilities that cannot be underestimated. If he can perform his role well, a wife is even able to take her whole family to heaven. All Muslim women must want to be able to be a sholehah wife for the husband. Although it is not easy, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised a reward that is appropriate for women who can do it. Marrying yourself is one of the recommendations in Islam in order to continue the descent as described in the Quran. For you Allah created mates of your own kind, then from them He created for you sons and offspring, and provided you with good things. QS 1672. But is there still today a want to be a sholehah wife for the husband? Then how do Muslim women do it, so that they can become wives of sholehah? Here are some ways to do this. One wife who obeys Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Messenger of God. There are 4 factors to consider before marrying a woman. That is because of the beauty of his behavior, his descendants, his wealth, and his religion. A Muslim is instructed to choose a woman because of her religious factors, and it would be very lucky if she could get all 4. Rasulullah shollallahu alayhi wasallam said, if a woman prays 5 times, fasts in Ramadan, obeys her husband, takes care of her honor, then she will enter paradise from whatever door she wants. Book of Mukhtarul Ahadithin Nabawiyya. Two, affectionate. One of the characteristics of solehah women are those who have a meek nature and are full of affection with those around them. Rasulullah shollallahu alayhi wasallam said, shall I inform you of your wives who are the inhabitants of paradise? A loving wife with many children and always returning to her husband. Where if her husband is angry, he comes to her husband and puts his hand on her husband's hand and says, I cannot sleep until you are pleased. Narrated by An-Nasai number 257. Three, be grateful for the husband's gift. One of the causes of many women entering the fire is kufr, which is not grateful for what the husband has given them. Therefore, as a woman, sholehah must always be grateful for what the husband has given. God has prepared for her a painful punishment. The Prophet shollallahu alayhi wasallam has also said, God will not look to a wife who is ungrateful to her husband when he needs her. Narrated by An-Nasai in Isirat an-Nisa. 4. Bring the atmosphere of shade. It is normal for husband and wife to argue with each other. However, the contents of each person's head are certainly not always the same. However, no matter how severe as we argue, make sure to talk to him gently and not attack and corner him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, And of his signs is that he created for you mates of your own kind, that you may be at rest with him. Surely in that are signs for a people who reflect. QS Rum 30:21. 5. To be a strong and strong-willed woman. A good wife must be obedient to her husband. But that doesn't mean the woman has to give herself up in everything she does, especially when the husband is abusive. Women should be able to stand up for themselves and be strong. A husband should not abuse his wife because it is a grave sin. His authority is not an excuse for violence. Many women ask about how to be a righteous wife in Islam. As long as they follow the Sunnah and Sharia, it will be a good thing. All the provisions that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has set is in no way aimed at limiting the movement of women or degrading their dignity, but so that the continuity of a harmonious and comfortable household. Obedience to the husband is also limited in matters that are good and in accordance with the ability. Hopefully we can take wisdom and blessings from this knowledge, so that we may always be prepared for the real life in the hereafter. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.